March 14th, here at the MSP Dispatch, here at CompTIA CCF, with the amazing, the magical, majistical, maniacal Tony Francisco and Rob.
Yes.
Rob Ray is here. Rob, good to see you, brother.
Good to see you as always.
So, how the heck are you? So many things have been happening.
Yep.
But let's not talk about you. Let's
All right.
talk about me. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding. Let's talk about
We can talk about you.
What are you doing here? What are you doing with CompTIA? I mean, this is an amazing event.
Mm-hmm.
I love being here. We're sharing the same air. We actually get to see the people that we worked with in person. You have, I think you've traveled before. You've traveled a little bit before.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Did you reach your 1,000,000 miles yet?
Oh, I'm well over that. I'm almost at 2 million now. So yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
So you have traveled a little bit. That being said, seeing people again is sometimes refreshing. Sometimes let me run away. No. But sharing the knowledge that you have has been incredible. And I listen to you constantly. And no matter what everyone says about you, I actually like you. You have so much experience, and you share so many positive things for the betterment of the community.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Why am I here, like physically right now at this particular event, or
Yeah,
why am I
sure,
just
why
here
not?
in general?
Both?
CCF for me, I actually really love this event. Well, first of all, I'm on the board of directors for CompTIA, so I've been in a number of different communities over the years. I've originally got pulled in. One of my mentors and early people I met in the MSP space, Dan Wensley, was on the board of directors for CompTIA, and he's like, you need to be involved in this community. So it was like just getting involved and being part of this community, networking, obviously meeting a lot of people. It's not your traditional show. I actually really like it because, normally we'll go to a trade show or we'll go to an event and, you're grinding it out, you're looking for leads, you're networking, socializing, but at the same time you're working. Whereas this event, and it's a little bit hard for the average person who hasn't been here to understand it, but what this is just, it's more of a community thing. And the way I preface this with my team is, we're not here representing our organizations, we're here representing ourselves and networking as individuals and experts in this space. And it's leveraging both the experience that you've got, the experience of the other people. So for me, it's like an immense amount of learning in a very short period of time. It's an opportunity for us to connect. Whereas normally we wouldn't have time because you're out there doing your thing, I'm out there doing my thing. It's all about the MSPs that are there. At least at this event, we all get a chance to actually connect, and we have the time to connect here, which as well. Plus, again, the learnings here, the very forward thinking, what's new, what's going on, what are people thinking? Like, it's just an opportunity for us to have more learning conversations than you would typically find at a trade show or some type of event.
I thought you were going to say you're here for the free coffee, but that's a whole new level. No, I agree. I think the combination, the cross-pollination in real time is so different than the siloed,
Agreed.
individualized interactions that you have with everyone. And the value of this particular environment is so much greater than the sum of the individual parts. And when we can pull everyone together and talk about, with a framed from CompTIA, a framed objective or a framed, we'll call it a timeline or a process, together we can actually make something in some capacity. And even if we don't make a tangible X, we can refer back to this a year, 2 years, 5 years later. And I'd like to point out that Dan Wensley still claims that he made you. I just want to point that out.
I mean, he did. Let's be honest, he absolutely did. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So,
no, but your journey throughout the organization, your new position with Pax8, which is incredible. Huge congratulations.
Thank you.
To be influential from, all the way from level, all the way through the ranks. You've made, let's just be blunt, you've made such a presence at Datto, being so influential on a level of communication and education, and the importance of what we do and who we're doing it for, that move to Pax8, I believe, is going to be accelerated even further past that. And if you can actually be here as you are now, continuing that process, I want to say it's a true privilege to actually see someone like you engaged, and there's a difference between being, activity and productivity.
Yeah.
You are remaining active, but you are staying productive along the way for the betterment of the community. And I love seeing your engagement in the community.
Yeah. I've been a big advocate for this space for a very long time, and
it's almost like you like it. It's
I
weird.
do. I love it. I absolutely love it. But it's funny because when I first came across this, because I've had other IT careers that weren't focused on managed services, and that's fine. That's good. I mean, one of the great parts about being in IT is that we're constantly thinking about what's next. We're not always great at evolving, but we are always thinking about what's next, and we're a little more open-minded to or forced to change, which is the way you're going to learn a lot more in a very quick period of time. But when I joined the MSP, I talk about it was like kind of this dark corner of the channel that only the people in it really cared about it. And there wasn't a lot of VC, there wasn't a lot of private equity, there were some acquisitions, but generally it was to take something out of the MSP space and take it up market. And now, like, you look at the light that is on our space and the growth that we've had, where these Datto's a perfect example. It was this cute little startup out of Connecticut. Ends up being publicly traded and sold for $6+ billion.
Amazing.
Like it's incredible. And then you look at the MSPs. I used to get excited when I came across like a $2 million MSP. Now there's like $200
that's
million
everyone.
MSPs.
Yeah, that's
I know. And it's amazing to see, because like we all kind of grew up together. And we all, kind of had our little space, and we were happy. And then all of a sudden, we all started making a lot of money and getting a lot of attention on what we were doing. And it's because the contribution that we were making was significant, and people just started paying attention to it. And so it's been an awesome journey to see this and to experience it. And now finally, we're getting our time to shine and getting the recognition for all the hard work that the vendors and the MSPs have been doing all these years.
Well, I think that goes in line with this. You're not taking it as a time to shine. You're saying we happen to be shining right now. The spotlights happen to be on us right now. The investors, it's no longer just angels.
Yep.
And VCs.
Yep.
We're now talking about private equity, that everyone's focused on this particular industry because of the value, the acceleration, and the need for it. But you are still remaining active in the betterment of this particular industry, and CompTIA has been, kind of an instrumental portion of that.
Absolutely.
Can't thank you enough for being here, man.
It's been absolutely my pleasure. Thank you.
Finally interviewing you, grabbing this guy has been, he's been just dodging me the entire time. I'm just kidding. I said, Rob, come here for an interview. I'm right there. It was amazing. Rob, thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Again, CompTIA, if you're not a member, you should be a part of this. And you'll meet awesome people like this.
Absolutely.
Thanks out, everyone. Appreciate it.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.